Hey, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Community Connection Live Update, where we come to you once a week to talk about our recent stats that we had the past 7 days and also any upcoming events that we have going on and anything else we would like to talk about. Here for you. We like these updates interactive, so if you have any questions, just type those in the comments and we will be glad to get to those. And welcoming Rich here. Rich joining as well for the live update. How's your day going, man?
Going good, Cap. How are you?
Hey, all is good. I worried about you when I checked on you earlier and you haven't been to lunch yet. I didn't know if we were going to be able to do a live, but it sounds like you got a good breakfast in.
Yep, had a good morning so far.
All right, good deal. We were at lunch at Longhorn, me and three other officers, and someone kindly paid for our meal. So I want to give a shout out to those kind supporters. It's something that we never expect, but it's certainly surprising when the wait staff comes up and just says, hey, your meal was taken care of. So sometimes we don't always know who does that to give them a thank you. It's usually done anonymously, but to whomever you are, wherever you are, and all that you do to support our police officers, thank you so much. All right, let's get into it with the weekly update.
All right, so this week we're covering September the 30th to October the 6th. Getting into our numbers, we've had 899 police calls for service, 65 fire department calls for service, 20 crime reports, 64 arrest charges, 336 traffic stops, 165 citations, 32 non-injury crashes, and 7 injury crashes. The injury crashes creeped down a tiny bit, but the non-injury crashes creeped up a little more. Those numbers just don't seem like they're cooperating this year.
Yeah, they don't. And that's why our officers are so active making traffic stops, because we want people to drive more safely on our roadways. And as you can see, 32 non-injury and 7 injury crashes. That is quite a bit for our community. And our officers are out there focusing on speeding, any type of unsafe driving behavior, definitely the distracted driving. So, really to make our roadways safer, there's different approaches that you take. Enforcement definitely is not it. Issuing citations is not it. None of that single-handedly will solve the problem to make them safer. It's a multi-facet approach with awareness, with enforcement, and with just our presence out there on the roadways. When people see a police car, sometimes you look over and they're putting on their seatbelt, or they're definitely looking. The first thing they look at is their speed to see what speed they're going. So we really need to be safer out there on the roadways. The majority of these crashes are all contributed to distracted driving, and really need to limit those distractions. So we know we're not rear-ending cars out there because you're looking at a phone or talking to a friend in the car. Really, driving is a really important thing, and it takes our full attention to drive safely. And that's your hands, your eyes, and your brain needed to drive safely. So if you're out there, do what you can, limit those distractions so you don't find yourself hitting something you don't want to hit.
For sure. And getting into our crime reports, we had 4 family disturbances, 4 theft reports, 3 each of forgery and stolen vehicles. And on all those stolen vehicles, it was, again, some rental issues that were not returned on time. And 2 burglaries, 2 frauds, and 2 sexual assaults. And on the arrest charges, we had 17 simple possession of drugs, 11 driving unsuspended or revoked, 8 warrant arrests, 6 no driver's license, 4 possession of drug paraphernalia, 2 each for DUI and domestic simple assault, and then 1 each for shoplifting, theft, filing a false police report, disorderly conduct, alter or forge a tag or title, implied consent violation, unauthorized use of a handicap placard, forgery, unauthorized removal of a plate or sticker, and criminal simulation. We had a few others, just didn't have enough room.
Yeah, and the majority of all that you see, folks, is off the proactive enforcement from our police officers. A lot of that from the traffic stops where they're finding the illegal drugs, the driving on suspended, revoked, people with warrants, no driver's license, the drug paraphernalia, down to the altered titles, to the unauthorized use of a handicap placard, and unauthorized removal of a license plate or sticker on a license plate. So officers are out there. They do amazing work to keep this community safe. And hey, I just appreciate all that they do, because they truly do amazing work with less. For a city our size, with the number of police officers that we have, only 68, they do amazing work to keep this city safe. So kudos to all of them.
And then on our neighborhood and school zone traffic enforcement, we covered specifically Tuscan Gardens, Jackson Hills, Park Glen, East Division Street area, and Oak Hall, and all of our school zones, with 82 stops, 40 citations, and 2 arrests. And then on the Guardian Shield this week, ticked a few numbers away here. We got 85 stolen cars, 44 stolen plates, 3 stolen trailers, 1 missing juvenile, and 23 wanted persons since the program started. That's what I got for you on stats.
All right. Good stuff. You may have noticed us this week at elementary schools across this side of Wilson County in the Mount Juliet area. And we were asked by the Wilson County Sheriff's Office to stand in so their SROs could honor Deputy Teresa Fuller, who passed away. Her funeral was this week, so those SROs could go to the funeral. We stood in at those elementary schools for about half the day. And I was at Mount Juliet Elementary. You see Drake up there in the left-hand corner. She was over at West Elementary. Officer Val Saint, reading to the children, was down at Rutland, and Officer Taylor there was over at Springdale. We also had Deputy Chief Mullins. He was at Stoner Creek Elementary, and we were all over the place, just there standing in as SROs. It was a neat experience to be out there with all the kiddos and just keep those schools safe. I probably tied 40 different shoes, but that's part of it, is being there for our children, keeping them safe, and do whatever we can to ensure that they have a positive environment in our schools. And we really appreciate all the hard work that our SROs do across the county to keep our schools safe. But and really our teachers too, and all the hard work that they do. Because when you're in there, you're seeing all their working and the time table that they have. That they're on a clock, keeping those kids educated and moving along to the different activities. National Faith and Blue Weekend is this Saturday. I know, Rich, you're going to be out here too. We're going to kick it off Saturday here at headquarters with breakfast. Chick-fil-A is providing breakfast. We'll have donuts and coffee and different drinks at 8 o'clock, and you'll be partnered with a police officer, a group of police officers, and then those groups will go out to different work zones in the community just to help clean it up a little bit better, pick up that roadside litter for some of our streets that do not get a lot of attention of cleanup, and really just work together. Communities coming together with law enforcement to build those bridges and make them stronger as we work together just to make the community stronger as a whole. So I hope that if you don't have anything to do, that you'll be out here to partner with us with this. We'll provide the supplies, the trash bags, the gloves, and we just hope that you dress properly for the weather that day. I think it's going to be decent weather, and just wear good shoes because you'll be in the grass, roadside, picking up trash wherever it may be. You should be done by 11, but our event ends at noon. So between noon and 11, or just before 11 o'clock, everyone probably should be done with the cleanup and just go about your day. So we look forward to seeing you this Saturday. 8 a.m. is the kickoff with breakfast at police headquarters. National Night Out was rescheduled to Tuesday, October 12th. We were supposed to have it this week, but with the weather, it soaked the park that we use in Lebanon for National Night Out. It's a county-wide organized event with public safety across the county coming together just to raise awareness about crime and our efforts to keep crime down. But it's a great way to come out and meet your police officers, see our equipment, and get some goodies to go. The first couple of kids, about 10 kids that show up to our area at Don Fox Park, will be doing our Building Bridges with Blocks program, where officers will build Legos with those kiddos, and each kid will get a custom Mount Juliet police Lego man or woman, where they're designed to look just like us in our uniforms that we wear every day. So it's pretty cool, and it's kind of a little collector's item to have a custom Mount Juliet police Lego. Rich, do you have yours yet?
I have not gotten one yet.
You have not got yours yet? Well, I have a box full here in my office, but I'm not going to let you have any yet. I may get one out your way. You're a hard worker. I think you're deserving, right?
I appreciate it.
You appreciate that? All right, good deal. If you're thinking about lunch next week, Thursday and Friday is the annual Spaghetti Days, the Jackie Benton Memorial Spaghetti Days for the Mount Juliet Senior Center. Great fundraiser for our seniors, for our senior center that they do annually. It's always great food. So if you're thinking about lunch, it's $12. You get spaghetti, salad, bread, and dessert. And it's a good meal, a lot of food, and all that money goes back to our senior center. So I hope if you're thinking about lunch that day, think of our senior center Thursday and Friday of next week. And we appreciate all the different folks who have donated to that program, whether it's the West Wilson Exchange Club, Kroger, Rotary, and Publix. But Lunch should be at the senior center next Thursday and Friday. I know that's where I'll be getting my lunch to support our local seniors, and a lot of us here at headquarters will go there as well. And Rich, you've had their spaghetti in the past too, right?
I have. They do a good job, and it's really good food.
Yeah, they do a great job. Nancy Britt, a board member of the Senior Center, she has great cooking skills. She makes fantastic award-winning cheesecake that wins almost every year at the Wilson County Fair. But all those skills go into spaghetti as well. And it's good stuff, and it's always something to look forward to. I'm glad it's here next week. Halloween, we get that question quite often every year, but every year we have the same decision is Halloween. Will always be on Halloween, October the 31st. So if you're planning events throughout the community, our recommendation, our extra patrols, and all that will be on the actual day, Sunday, October 31st of this year. And our recommended trick-or-treating hours are 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. Our officers will be out like usual in all the different neighborhoods that we have. They will have reflective wristbands to hang out to all the children and families, so just everyone's extra safe on Halloween night. The number one risk on Halloween is pedestrian-involved traffic crashes where a car may not see a pedestrian and hit that pedestrian. We don't want that in our community, so we hope everyone is safe. They are well lit. They have reflective items on their costume. Their costume masks are free of the face so they can properly see where they're going. And we just want a safe night for Halloween. And we'll be out there promoting that on Sunday, October the 31st. How's that weather, Rich?
Well, this weekend we're looking good, Cap. We got just a slight chance of showers overnight tonight. Not near as bad as we had all the rest of this week, but tonight into tomorrow, about a 30% chance. And then over the weekend, we're going to be mostly clear, mid 70s to mid 80s. So not bad. And then rain chances should pick back up again early to mid next week. So coming up for next Tuesday for the night out event, they're saying only about 20% of just scattered showers at this point. So we should be okay for next Tuesday.
Yeah, it should be okay. Look, Saturday's definitely good for our Faith in Blue community-wide cleanup day. Again, hope to see you out at 8 a.m. here at police headquarters. We'll be done by about 11 or noon. But looking like good weather this weekend. That's great. And
yeah,
I think we're probably done with the rain now, right? For the most part, it seems like it's moved out here. Maybe some other parts of Middle Tennessee has a slight chance of rain this evening. But overall, I think we're set for the weekend for some good weather. So great stuff. How about we give away a gift card?
Sure.
Rich, I have a gift card. It's $15 to Walmart that I have a gift card for. So if you are eligible for a gift card, you know the drill. Type in hashtag MJPD Live in the comments, and you'll be eligible to win if you live in Wilson County or a county connected to Wilson County. So good luck. Type that in to be eligible for $15 to Walmart. Good deal. I'm reading through some of the questions too that we have as people type that in. Let's see here. From Don Rich about the clock tower on Mount Juliet Road. It's still an hour off. Can you reach out to Marty and maybe see if we can get that time corrected?
Making a note.
We definitely want our main clock tower to have the correct time. I think that'd be important, right?
Just a tad, yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, Don. We'll let them know. But yeah, if you want the Walmart gift card, $15, just type in hashtag MJPD Live. Make sure you spell it correctly. No spaces before, after, in between. And if it doesn't look exactly like it does on the screen, you will not be eligible. I'm also going to type my email in. And if you win, please email me so we can get this gift card to you. Melly from last week, she has not sent me her address yet for the $10 Sonic gift card, but I still have it. And Melly, if you're watching, please email me your address so we can get your gift card to you.
And Don, thank you for the clarification about the one by
there we go.
Slim Chickens.
So the Mount Juliet Road Kroger's in front of Slim Chickens. Awesome. Thank you, Don. All right, good deal. So get that MJPD Live typed in, and we will do the draw. All right, let's see who we got. Who's the lucky winner? $15 to Walmart. Let's see. All right, Christina Alford, congratulations. So, Christina, please email me your address, and we will either drop it by your home or mail it to you. But $15 to Walmart, and my email is in the comments, so you can email me that address where you live. Anyway, awesome, good stuff. Congratulations! Thank you all for putting into that. I didn't get to see, Rich, how many entries we had. Did you pay attention?
I believe we had 20.
20 entries. Okay, very cool. Good deal. All right, folks. If you have other questions about police-related stuff or incidents that we had this week or activity that you saw out in the community, this is your opportunity to type that in the comments, and we'll be glad to get to that, Rich and I. If you have some suggestions, some feedback, type it in. We're here for you, and hey, whatever you need, we'll try to answer that. One thing interesting this week, Rich, and you may not even know about this, but our automated license plate recognition program, Guardian Shield, is getting 11 new cameras. So we're going from 39 camera systems to 50, and it is going to fill some holes that we've noticed, and also place the cameras on the on-ramps to I-40, which helps us know when a car enters but then leaves. We don't waste time trying to find the car because we know that they are outside of the city limits. So that'll be nice to have for our officers. There's many times when we get an entry and we didn't never really figure out where it went, but we likely know it got back on the interstate, but we spend so much time looking for the vehicle when it's probably out of the city. So that'll help us tremendously. It'll also help us with investigations that we have where we can access Guardian Shield to determine some things and see maybe where the suspect has gone.
Yeah, I knew they were coming. I just didn't know that we had them going yet. That's awesome.
So I'm listening right now. We just had an LPR hit of a stolen plate stolen out of Nashville. It was a white Honda Accord, and it was headed south on South Mount Juliet Road near Central Pike. When our officers intercepted it, of course, they didn't stop. There was a brief pursuit due to traffic. We terminated that pursuit as it's going out of the city limits. Not every time we want to chase a car that we intercept. It's just sometimes you increase that risk to the community driving at high speeds, trying to get a stolen plate, right? That stolen plate probably on a stolen car, but we can't take it for that. We have to look at it as face value with the information we have at the time. So we are not pursuing that vehicle. That our officers are, actively trying to intercept that LPR right now, but they have stopped because it ran. So stuff like that happens, but it goes to show that our system is watching out for us. Our officers are able to intercept that criminal activity and ensure it's no longer in the community to harm us as community members. So it's out of the city now. All right, you never know what you get on a live update and what I have to listen to and what we got. But cool. I'm looking. Let's see here. Brenda has a good question. I need to know if my 15-year-old can help with the cleanup on Saturday. Yes, Brenda, they sure can, as long as they have a parent or guardian with them. The 15-year-old can be here to help with the cleanup. So great question. I'm glad you had that. All right. I don't see anything else. Rich, what do you got to close with?
If you do one more quick screen share, I got a quick announcement up there.
Yeah.
Coming up on the 23rd this month, it's a couple Fridays out up at the Mount Juliet Masonic Lodge at 279 Tate Lane. They're holding their 42nd annual fish fry. And the guys like to invite everybody to come by and get some fish. It's an $12 for catfish fries, hush puppies, beans, dessert. Come on by and enjoy some fish and fellowship with us. And all the money, all the proceeds goes right back into the community, all of our philanthropic things that we take care of in the community. So it's $12 for adults, $6 for kids 12 and under. So come on by and enjoy some fish.
Awesome. Thank you for that, Rich, giving them a shout out. And folks, if you ever have an announcement you want to get out there, whether it's nonprofit or it's supporting one of our local businesses, feel free to email myself and Rich, and we'll be sure to give a shout out on our weekly updates. We get pretty good reach. We may only have about 50 watching live any given time, but throughout the week, more people tune in to watch these broadcasts. So good stuff. All right, everyone. Thank you for joining. I hope you have a wonderful Friday, tomorrow, and weekend. And if there's anything you need, you know who to call. Just give us a call. We're here to help you with anything you got. And if you have nothing to do Saturday morning, show up to a Faith in Blue weekend here at police headquarters at 8 a.m. You'll hopefully be done by 11, and you'll definitely be done by noon. So awesome. Take care, everyone. We will see you soon.